First on 4, 5 men accused of using their law enforcement titles to steal and sell drugs pled guilty in federal court.
Yes, Action 4's Katie Lopez explains they're only pleading guilty to one count, having all others dismissed.
Katie's live outside the federal courthouse in McAllen. Katie.
Marcy and Ryan, 5 of the 12 named in that superseding indictment pled guilty today. 4 members of the former Panama unit pled guilty to count 1, which is possession of cocaine. For 4 years, Jonathan Trevino, Eric Alcantar, Salvador Agrullo, Claudia Mata, and Gerardo Duran stole and sold cocaine seized throughout Hidalgo County. This is according to court documents. But it wasn't until December of 2012 that the 5 were arrested and charged with the crime. Trevino, Alcantar, Agrullo, and Mata were part of the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Panama unit. Documents state they would use their titles as law enforcement officers to steal money and drugs from smugglers. As for Duran, he was just an Hidalgo County deputy and did not belong to the Panama unit. Still, he's admitting to escorting loads safely through Hidalgo County and to possession of cocaine with the intent to distribute. All other counts against the 5 will be dismissed. So where do they go from here? Many times, if a plea is changed to guilty, that person is immediately taken into custody and held until the sentencing date. However, Judge Randy Crane agreed to let all 5 remain out on bond, accepting their reasons for wanting to remain out. Those reasons were not made public. All 5 are set for sentencing on September 10th. At that time, Judge Crane says all should be ready to start serving their sentence immediately after he hands them down. But before this can happen, paperwork has to be filled out. Each person will be assigned a probation officer. They will in turn start the interviewing process and gather all information necessary for Judge Crane to make an informative decision on sentencing. He is requesting these reports be done by August 6th. During this time, the defendant and his attorney will have time to review the report and object to it if there is something they believe is wrong. All 5 now face a minimum of 10 years and up to life in prison, along with a potential fine of up to $10 million. This case is far from over. More are expected to plead guilty. Now, if they choose not to and go with the jury trial, then these 5's sentencing date could be pushed back even further. Live in McAllen, Katie Lopez, Action 4 News.
All right, Katie, thank you. And just to recap, the 5 who pled guilty today are Jonathan Trevino, Gerardo Mendoza Duran, Salvador Arguello, Claudio Mata, and Eric Alcantar.
5 still left from that superseding indictment from April 3rd are Alexis Espinosa, Fabian Rodriguez, Alvaro de Hoyos, James Flores, and Jorge Garza. Now, word of the guilty pleas leading many to turn to our station Facebook page. John West says they have taken the people's trust and used it for their monetary gains. No one is above the law.
Do you think justice is being served? Join the conversation at facebook.com/Action4News.